Hello and welcome back. Welcome back where? To the Novice Lumberjack. I know you guys are out there in YouTube land and you're wondering, Bodie, how do you do it? You make it look so easy. I'm pretty sure none of you guys are thinking that. But either way, I'm about to show you. I'm going to tear down this little Poulan because I need to build it up for Tony, Eddie, whatever you go by. I think you go by Eddie. We got us here. This is actually a farmhand. What do they call it? I think they call it a 2950 or something like that. I'm not sure. I am not sure. But yeah, I got to get this going. Build this up for Mr. Eddie. Figured I'd bring y'all along for the ride. Talk about some things. See how long it takes me to completely break this down. Shouldn't take long. They're pretty easy to work on. This here is a really nice example. Very good, clean example. Low hour unit. Same thing as the 4620. There are no differences here. First thing I'm doing here is I'm getting the oiler out. Clutch off, oiler out. You know the drill. I'm going to put these right back in so that I know where they go. How y'all doing out there? I took a day off from videos yesterday. Can't make videos every single day. Got to have a break every now and then. All right, now we got to get this gear off of there. Nope, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. How do I normally get these gears off? I think I just pry them off with a screwdriver. All right, let's get rolling anyways. Let's do a different side. So this is getting the Poulan Farmhand treatment. So that Eddie can beat his cousin. His cousin has an MS-250, and he's always talking crap about Poulans. And Tony likes, or Eddie likes Poulan. So he's wanting to shut his mouth. Well, I'm going to help you do that there, Eddie. These little things run great. They run good from the factory. They really do. They're fine little saws. But we need a little bit more than just running good. We need it to kick butt. So this unit, I believe this is the one I got it from a older gentleman about an hour from here. He had two saws. It was this one and a newer one. The one of the what do you call it? The Strato charged versions. 3818 or something like that. 3618. I really don't like those. I got a gentleman. If you're watching this video, you're wanting me to port your Wild Thing. And I have not had time to respond to your request. Well, here's my response. I'm not porting chainsaws as a business. So that means, what that means is I only do things that I want to do. Some people may see that as like a hoity-toity dealio, where I feel like I'm too good for certain saws. Well, it is. It is just like that. I don't think that some saws are worth the effort, and that is one of them. I have no care for the newer Poulans that have that Strato setup. What fits that? What the heck? It ain't that one. Maybe I can get it off of that. Nope. So, if you're wondering why I haven't contacted you, it's because I don't want to port a newer Strato charged Wild Thing. And on top of that, I charge $300 to do a port job. And if I'm going to cut the squish, that's another 50 bucks on top of that. So, $350 to port one of the crappier Wild Things. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And so I do not want to take your money, literally. So that puts me in a predicament to where I'm like, I just don't want to do it. Just not worth it in my book. That's where we're at. So if you're wondering why I haven't answered, because I feel weird about it. I can't believe somebody would even want to port one of those things. I get a lot of emails, comments. Is this good to buy or whatever? Basically, if it's a newer Poulan, then I'm going to tell you no, then it's not worth getting. There's some guys out there that are going to have different ideas with this. That's fine. But for me, I think they're trash and just not worth dealing with at all. Horrible. I feel bad, but it is what it is, you know. And I guess I'll get the questions. I know that I will. How do we know if it's one of the bad ones? There ain't no easy way to tell you. If it looks new and modern, then it's one of the bad ones. I don't like them. And I don't recommend that you get them. Come on, get off of there. These older ones, however, perfectly worth it. Are the older wild things, are they worth it? If you're doing it on your own, then I would say yes, they definitely are. Come on. Get off of there. But if you're sending them out to somebody, unless you're just a money bags and you just want to do it for shits and giggles, I'm going to tell you that's not worth it either. Your money would be better spent elsewhere. There we go. Oh yeah, piston and ring are nice, in good shape. These guys have a little insert right here. I'm about to pop off on the exhaust. That's useless. For my needs anyways. Completely useless. There we go. I've got a little box down there if you're wondering. We almost got it all broke down. Now we need to go ahead and take that flywheel off, or at least break it loose. Maybe this will work. And it does. I'm literally prying against the engine block. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Very last thing here should be, oh, can't reach it with that. Go ahead and take this completely off. Now, for any of you guys that are going to say something like, well, it would have been nice if you had shown us how to do it. Hey, I'm with you. That's fine. But you can do this. You understand what I'm saying? It is simple. The hardest part of nearly any project that you can take on is starting it. And people that are new to this kind of stuff tend to think that they can't do it because they've never done it. You just saw me do it. How long did it take? I don't know, but I bet you it was 10 minutes. Now, is it going to take you 10 minutes if you've never done this before? Probably not. Might take you an hour. But the deal is you just got to do it. There's only so many things that can be explained. Just get in there. Just get in there and go for it. Now, the one thing that probably should be explained is how does one get this oil gear? It's a worm gear. How do we get it off of the crankshaft? Because you need to get that off of there in order to put in new crank seals. And while this saw probably doesn't need new crank seals, the fact that I'm going to have it completely apart and then put it back together increases the likelihood that it will need new crank seals. But also it's kind of foolhardy to take it all the way apart like this and not put in new crank seals. So we're going to figure out right quick how to get that off of there. Now, I've got a lot of little devices like this that I have used in the past to get those worm drives off of there. Where's the one that I just had? There. That's too big. It don't fit. It don't fit. That's not going to work either. It might. Let's give that a shot. Ta-da! So that worked a charm, didn't it? Well, almost. Now this is kind of, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. So I can't tell you what size that is because I don't know. Looks like that right there is 1/2 inch. Get you something 1/2 inch, bolt a nut on here and screw it in. There you go. The other options are to literally sit there with a screwdriver and work it off. Slowly but surely. Work it off. You can do it that way. I have done it that way. Whenever it gets up too high, put something underneath the screwdriver to fill up that void and pry it off, pry it off, pry it off. Keep going around and around. Don't sit there on one side and dig at it because you'll get it cockeyed, lopsided. But yeah, there you have it. All broke down. Now I'm going to go import this. No need to show that on camera. You guys have seen it before. If you want to see it, look up porting a 4620. I've got videos all over my channel. So many videos. So many videos. And if it has to do with Poulan, I've probably covered it. There we go. Eddie, your little Poulan is about to get the treatment. About to put the stank on it.